Hello, BookTube. Well, it's a bright sunny mid morning here on Thursday, and that automatically had me thinking about BookTube. It's a Thursday, so that's Poetry Thursday. There's mail, so that would be a mail haul. There's June on the Range. There's the Summer of Sport. There's Book Trek. There's our Dune read along. There's another Steve Probe video that I would like. I did a video just recently where I just asked you questions. I just took advantage of this parasocial relationship to ask you questions. And I have another subject that I want to bring up, talk about a bit, and ask you questions. The first response to the first one was terrific. So I thought of all of that. As I've mentioned before, when I start my day, I start my day with overnight emails and then a few pressing work stuff, anything that's pressing for that day. And then I start to think about what I want to do for BookTube. I want to do a lot of other things. I want to write all day as well, but BookTube is definitely there on my mind. I thought about all of those things, and I even tried to do it. I tried to do a Poetry Thursday for today, and it just didn't work. So I'm not going to push it. One of the guiding principles that I've used for this channel for 8 years has been that I don't make videos when I'm not happy. You have enough unhappiness in your life. Yeah, so do I. So I only make videos when I'm happy. But I realize that another guiding principle that I have is I don't make videos if it feels like I'm forcing myself to do it. I want all of this to be voluntary. This is not a job of mine. I'm not punching a clock here. And this doesn't feel, I don't feel it at all today. There's a very specific reason for that. I don't know how widely this word has spread. I know it's not private. It's because it was posted publicly. The Bookish Bryants, a fantastic BookTube channel. I've mentioned them a million times on this channel, so have a million other people. Create a bunch of great tag videos, make a bunch of great videos. The Bookish Bryants are composed of Scott and Becky. We've all known them for years and years. And a while ago, Scott had a stroke incident that was pretty bad, left him without words, aware, but with limited ability to speak. And Becky posted on Instagram just recently that Scott died in a hospital, had a cardiac arrest, and just died. So, I mean, it wasn't totally unexpected. His body was in an incredibly weakened state, but all I've been able to think about is Bookish Bryant videos that I have watched in the last 10 months. Less than that. 2 of them on camera with Link. Just Scott talking about his reading plans. Was soft-spoken, insightful, gentle soul, and would talk about his reading plans. A wonderfully omnivorous, adventurous reader. I'll try anything. I'll see if I like it. He's talking about books that he'd found, books that he wanted to read, authors that he wanted to give another try to. And all that's over. He's not going to do any of that. He's not here anymore. And I know that's normal. I know that's life. But this has happened a few times to BookTube in the last little bit. And one of the side effects of creating the kind of community that we've created here, which is decidedly personal. It's not commercial. It's not fake. It's not screaming at the camera. It's not guys. It's instead real. We lean on each other. We help each other. We send money to each other. We visit each other. We send things to each other, books and presents to each other all the time, unprompted. It's just the atmosphere that exists here. And one of the side effects of that is that when tragedy strikes, you're not going to be able to muffle it. It's not going to feel distant. And none of these BookTube deaths or misfortunes have felt distant at all. I don't quite know why Scott's death is hitting me a little harder than some of the others, but it is. I just keep thinking about all the plans that he had for reading, how excited he was about all the things that he wanted to try, all the events that he wanted to take part in. And that's on my mind today. I never met Scott or Becky. They never came here for wine and calzones, but that's on my mind today. And I thought last night that I was thinking about today. I was thinking about videos today. And I was thinking, well, you have the whole night. Your mind will be settling it into slots while you're reading, and then maybe you'll sleep a little at dawn, and then it's a brand new day, and you'll have a bunch of other things to talk about, and you'll manage to get over it. And I got all the way through the morning, and then I'm in mid-morning, and I got all my props lined up to talk to you, and tried it, and I can't. It just doesn't feel right making happy, jokey, fun videos right now. So I'm not going to do that. That's what this video is for. It's partially to let any of you know who maybe don't follow the Bookish Bryants on Instagram or didn't catch this news. I didn't catch it at first. Like I said, it's not private because Becky put it on social media, but I don't know that she's certainly not in any position to be informing people herself. Scott was the love of her life. The one thing that was clear as crystal in their videos is that they absolutely adored each other. But word will eventually spread. And partially the point of this video was to help you know that, for you to know that. If you're looking at your feed and you're thinking, hey, I love the Bookish Bryants when they make videos, I wonder when they're going to make another one. Well, that's the reason here. But also partially just to explain myself and maybe to give a little warning that the timing of this is pretty poor for a massive outpouring of videos. The explanation here is that I don't want to force myself to make videos. I especially don't want to force myself to act happy. God help us. There's enough of that on BookTube to last 1,000 years of people faking emotions. I'm not going to do that. And I thought, well, if you're not going to do that, could you still make videos? No, not really. They'd be grim exercises. I made one. I tried to make a Poetry Thursday video, and it was a grim thing. And also my concentration is shot, so that won't work either. And the timing is bad because this weekend I'm having a guest. And I'm hoping that guest will be on camera with me, but a couple of times. But it won't be anything like a bombardment of videos. I've mentioned this many times before. If you have a guest in the house, just sitting there, I'm not gonna want to make 2 hours of videos when I've got a guest just sitting there. I'm not gonna want to do that. So this video is really to announce an unsettled terrain coming up. There may be a couple of videos this weekend. They will be collaborative videos. They won't be just me. And there won't be any regular videos that I'm making where I'm just chatting with you until next week. So just that's what this is. It's just I'm going to take a pause on all that until next week. And this is what we do. This is the risk we run when we create a network, a community that is real instead of fake. YouTube is full of fake communities. But when you build a community that's real instead of fake, you get the bad stuff as well as the good stuff. I think that is ultimately a positive. But sure as heck doesn't feel like it today. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. I don't really know that there's any more point to it than that. Just to let you know, videos on this channel, the 30,000 foot look here is that videos on this channel are going to be a little spotty until next week. And then I'll be back. So I'll wrap this up, and I will see you here and there along the way, and then next week we'll go back full bore to all the events and all of the fun. I hope we'll do that. So I'll see you then. Thank you, BookTube.